Hey guys, I'm Sarah and I'm the life coach here at Make a Way Life Coaching. And I just wanted to check in with you guys on this new series we're doing called Parenting During the Pandemic. This is episode 1, so I'm so glad you're here. You haven't missed anything. Okay, I saw this great Facebook meme from my friend who's a teacher, and she said, some of y'all are about to find out that I wasn't lying when I said your kid had behavior problems. Okay, so we're all home now 24/7, and you might be having some reality come home to roost that you may have not noticed when you were working full-time, that maybe you're not so happy with the way you're parenting. And I just want to encourage you that parenting is a style. You have a style and you have a choice about how you do it, and you can change how you parent at any moment. It's so powerful, guys. You're the boss of your home, and your kids came to live with you. Will they push back against changes? Of course, but that's okay. That doesn't mean anything. You ride that out, because you have a chance right now to reframe what we're going through as a chance to reset your parenting and become the kind of mother that you have always wanted to be. So here's a really quick run through of what I want you to know. Number 1, let's say this is a spectrum of parenting. Over here, you have like the loosey-goosey side, which we call permissive parenting. Permissive parenting is very permissive. It's like the parent doesn't know that they're like the boss of the home. The kid is in kind of like the leadership position. They call the shots. The parent might be conflict avoidant, or honestly, they might just be looking for the easy road, which is unfortunate, because if parenting is easy for you, then you're probably doing it wrong, okay? It's kind of, in its nature, a lot of work, a lot of boundary holding, a lot of boundary setting. Kids test a lot, and it's our job to do the hard work so that they become the kind of adults we would like to hang out with someday. The kind of adults who will be really proud to marry off, because we will know that we have sent like a wonderful person and spouse into the world. So if I'm talking to you, it's okay. It's exciting. Now's your chance for the reset. So here we have permissive. Way over here on the other end, we have authoritarian parenting. Authoritarian parenting is like really old school. The parent is super, the word is authoritarian, very top down. The kids are to be seen and not heard. It's kind of like how you might think about parenting in the 30s or something like that. And kids don't get to make any choices. It's really, 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 really strict. And so those are the two ends of the spectrum. Ideally, most, I think, child development people would say you don't want to be on either end, okay? So think about where you are and try to get here in the middle. In the middle, we have authoritative parenting. And I wish I had a different name, because it sounds like authoritarian, but authoritarians over here, we want to come into the middle. The happy middle, which is called authoritative parenting. Authoritative parenting knows, the parent knows that they're in charge. They are the authority figure. They are comfortable with that. They recognize that in setting limits for their children, they are doing them a favor. They are willing to accept the natural testing that kids do, and they're willing to accept that being a parent involves handling some conflict. And that parenting is, a lot of times, it's hard, especially when you're home together 24/7. And it's hard because you're doing the right thing and your kid is fighting you on it because they want to see if they can get away with the wrong thing. And it's just so, so, so powerful to keep your authority. And, you're still giving your kid choices, and but they're choices that you choose, okay? They came to live with you. That's like such important advice for parents. So we're going to try to keep ourselves here in the middle, not too permissive, not authoritarian, right in the middle. And I'll tell you what the research tells us. The research actually tells us that out of this spectrum, the permissive the kids who are raised permissively actually do the worst in adult outcomes. And second place for is authoritarian. The kids who are raised by an authoritarian parent do like second worst. And the kids who are raised by an authoritative parent, they really do well. They respect boundaries. They know how to work because they had chores, they had jobs, okay, they had responsibility given by their parent. They are respectful and yet empowered. They are really like wonderful spouses. They're the kind of adult that you probably want your kid to be. So that's what I want you to really focus on. If you need a little inspiration, I am an avid reader, and one of my favorite books of all time, even though it's hard to see, I took the jacket off, that's what I do, is Battle Hymn of the Tiger Mother by Amy Chua. I grabbed my copy because it's so powerful. But one of the things I just really want you to know, I think this book is really inspirational. She kind of, you can't really see that, sorry. She goes into the history of what she calls American parenting. I would argue it's pretty much like white American parenting. We know from research that like African American families do not tend toward permissive parenting. There's a lot of cultures in our society. Well, her book is what she calls Asian parenting, not prone toward permissive parenting. But we know that like, especially white families, we've gotten a little bit permissive in our parenting, and it's okay because now is your chance to reset. That book will encourage you, okay? Maybe you think she's too authoritarian, whatever. I personally think the book was amazing, and it really, really encouraged me in the kind of parent I wanted to be. She goes into the history and how things started changing in the 60s, but maybe not. She asks you, were the changes we made as a culture for the best? I think that's a really good question. I know I read it actually when I was right after I was teaching. Teachers feel the brunt of what society's doing. And I know when I was teaching, I felt pretty stressed out for America's future. Most of the kids were not naturally respectful of authority. And, honestly, it affected a lot of their productivity in life, once they left high school. So I would encourage you to read Battle Hymn of the Tiger Mother. It's just a wonderful, encouraging book about taking back the authority of your home in a way that's, respectful of your kids. Maybe she does a few things that are controversial, but overall, I found it very encouraging and I recommend it. We have a lot of time to read now, so maybe check it out. Okay, come back tomorrow. We're going to be talking about more parenting in the pandemic. And if you would like to see the visual for the parenting spectrum, check out my website, makeawaylifecoaching.com. We will post it on our blog. It's on the website. You take care, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.